Their Eyes Were Watching God by author Zora Neale Hurston. The story follows a biracial girl named Janie throughout her lifetime in rural Florida. Although Their Eyes Were Watching God revolves around Janie's relationship with other people, it is first and foremost a story of Janie's search for spiritual enlightenment and a strong sense of her own identity. She has 3 different marriages that divide her life into different stages. However, when we first and last see Janie, she is alone. Janie starts off as a woman who is unsure of who she is or how she wants to live. However, as a teenager under the pear tree, she witnesses a perfect union of harmony within nature. She knows that she wants to achieve this type of love, even though she cannot articulate it at that point. Janie's first 2 marriages were with her second abusive relationship ending with Janie angrily telling Jody all his faults as he died. Janie then marries T-Cake, who helped her grow and flourish to the point where she finds her voice and is able to find happiness within herself and not just in a significant other.
Janie is the protagonist of the novel. Janie defies characterization. She is Black but flaunts her Caucasian-like straight hair. She is a woman but defies gender stereotypes by insisting on her independence and wearing overalls. Behind her defiance are a curiosity and confidence that drive her to experience the world and become conscious of her relation to it. Jody is Janie's second husband. Jody is cruel, conceited, abusive, and uninterested in Janie as a person. He neglects her and thinks of her as inferior. His cruelty is a reflection of the values Jody holds and how he understands his relationship to the world. T-Cake is Janie's third husband and true love. He helps her towards her goal of growth. He loves and respects Janie. Logan is Janie's first husband. She was married off to him by her grandmother. Logan pampered Janie and then made her work on the farm. Janie felt no love towards him and left him. Phoebe is Janie's best friend in Eatonville and who Janie is telling her story to. Nanny is Janie's grandmother who raised her very strictly. Nanny's values clash with Janie's independence and her desire to experience the world. Mrs. Turner is a Black racist lady who only finds Janie's white features appealing.
Symbols. Janie's hair represents power and individuality. The pear tree represents sexual desire and erotic love. The horizon represents the realm of possibility for Janie, what Janie strives for, love and happiness. The hurricane represents the destructive fury of nature and how chaotic and capricious the world can be.
Motifs. Community. Janie lives in several different communities. Janie constantly interacts with the community around her. At certain times, she longs to be a part of this vibrant social life, which at best offers warmth, safety, connection, and interaction for Janie. At other times, however, Janie scorns the pettiness of the gossip and rumors that flourish in these communities. Race and racism. In this novel, racism operates as a cultural construct, a free-floating force that affects not only how white characters treat Black characters, but also how Black characters perceive themselves. Racism is a cultural force that individuals can either struggle against or yield to, rather than a mindset rooted in demonstrable facts. Silence and speech. As Janie becomes a confident woman, she begins to express herself. Jody Starks, with his big voice, wants to keep Janie from speaking, but T-Cake encourages Janie to speak her own mind. Allusions, biblical references. The Archangel Michael and the Saint Peter were both referenced. Historical references. The Civil War, slavery, and Eatonville, Florida, the first all-Black American community. Literary references. Dante's Inferno. Conflicts. The hurricane. When a hurricane hit the Everglades, Janie and T-Cake had to fight for survival in the harsh conditions. At one point, Janie was swept into the rushing water where a dog attempted to attack her, but she was saved by T-Cake. Her conflict with T-Cake. T-Cake contracted rabies from a dog bite he received during the hurricane. In a fit of psychosis, he attempted to kill Janie, so she had to shoot him. Her relationship with Jody. Her marriage with Jody was abusive. He was controlling of what she did and where she went, even forcing her to wear her hair up because only he could see it. Jody beat her anytime he felt not in control.
Power and conquest. Whereas Janie struggles to assert a place for herself by undertaking a spiritual journey towards love and self-awareness, Jody attempts to achieve fulfillment through the exertion of power. He tries to purchase and control everyone and everything around him. He exercises his authority, hoping to subordinate his environment to his will.
Love and relationships versus independence. Janie achieves a strong sense of herself and comes to appreciate her independence. Janie views fulfilling relationships as reciprocal and based on mutual respect, as demonstrated in her relationship with T-Cake. She feels a deep connection to the world around her and even feels that the spirit of T-Cake is with her. Thus, she does not feel alone.